tunaangalia like perspective ya UX Kenya, especially for users.
But for some of the clients I've worked with, they choose functionality over prettiness. And they think that's a good thing because they feel like the thing works.
Yeah. We humans are so used to convenience. So much that hatutakangi kuput our brain to work. Like, there's stairs, there's lift, na unaenda first floor. People always take the lift. In the most recent days, nikijiuliza, what if I just stick to the traditional ways and I don't use AI? Totally like equal authentic from me, my thoughts and how I think. Will that make you stand out? To all those people out there wanaogopa AI, it's not coming for us because haina soul.
Karibuni tena to Kenyan Design Conversations. Hii ni space ya Mad Vibes, Design Arts na zile real talks za kudesign, kudevelop na kulevel up maisha yako in style. Ko hapa kukuchanua while continuously upgrading each other, and also ni place ya kuchallenge our own personal beliefs. I know you know that, right?
Conversationalists, karibuni sana to the Kenyan Design Conversation. Leo tuko na a very amazing guest. But before I introduce guest, we have an upcoming event uko Tech University, Ruiru campus on 27th June. Space is running out, so ensure you are signing up. And we are going to have a lot of content, a lot of value in that event. It's going to be more than just an event. It's going to be where as a community and the mission of KDK actually comes alive. So make sure you come. If you're a designer, make sure you tag along. If you have friends, come, let's have fun together. Let's exchange ideas. We also do we sell flowers, zinaitwa Amaua Creatives. If you want to decorate your, kama unaka koka bed sitter, uko na ka balcony, you can use the flowers to decorate. Kama uko na kwako, you have a compound, we can do the landscaping and all that. So make sure you also check out that. The link is gonna be somewhere, and also it's gonna show up on the screens. Now, back to our conversation. Today we have an amazing guest. She's always been around. She comes to check every time. She's amazing. She shares ideas. She's pushing actually the boundaries of design, specifically UI UX. And leo ame to join, tunataka to have a more conversation not about where we are, but specifically how Kenyan perceive UX, especially Kenyan users. Marian, karibu sana.
Asante sana.
Uko aje, habari ya days?
Niko fiti.
Yeah.
I've been good.
Umekuwa ukifanya nini hizo siku zote? Tunakuona LinkedIn, yes, but apart from LinkedIn, maybe you have something you are doing behind the scenes, na you uko unangoja the right place ya kushare na watu, uambie I'm building something for you designers or my followers. Watch the space, or it's gonna come out, anything like that. Ama umekuwa tu head down if you are busy in a job?
Yeah, I think a little bit of both. Yeah, so right now there's something we're trying to work on with Chantel to build a curriculum for UX designers. And then also I'm also trying to be more wholesome in how I serve people. So not only will I talk about stuff to do with UX, we can look at it like how can we manage money, how can we change our mindsets, how can we stuff like that. So that now we're not just people pushing pixels and all that. We have a more wholesome outlook of life and career. Yeah.
So what will get rich with design, not only being also being employed can lead you to richness, but you are sort of thinking on a design perspective, business perspective of design, on how actually you can grow from this, create an income stream, be fully independent from it.
Yeah, they start, and also noticing that people don't just struggle with being good designers, like there's something deeper about it. Maybe they get mind blocks and they don't understand where that's coming from. and I try to explain why you get to something like that, or maybe you do get money but you don't know where the money goes, or you don't know how to price, you don't know all these things, and then I realized that's just a mindset. You just need someone to tell you how things work and why they work like that.
So need to expand the skill away from pushing pixels to the whole holistic business concept of design. I'm watching out also. Mina ngoja I'll be your first student in that. To learn a lot. We are trying to learn, but we learn and stop. You might have a few nuggets of ideas that are sija grasp later as an idea.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So leo tunaangalia like perspective ya UX Kenya, especially for users. Like, is it like a mobile approach first? Is it web? Wanafikiria more of web? Wanaangalia prettiness ama wanaangalia functionality? What are most people complaining about? In the apps you've used, you yourself, putting yourself in a shoe as a user. How do you maybe approach UX for most of the products or apps or whatever you use that is digital? How do you approach? Do you look at it like prettiness first, ama unaiangalia functionality wise, ama unataka mobile friendly approach first? How do you categorize that?
Okay, personally, I try to create a balance. Try to create a balance because one cannot work without the other. Acha ukisema you want to start with the functionality, people might complain your app is hard to use. So sasa, you see, you're not entirely solving the problem. But for some of the clients I've worked with, they choose functionality over prettiness. And they think that's a good thing because they feel like the thing works. Right? But when they try to take it to the market, now becomes a difficult task for their users now. Because sasa watu wanashanga, how do I make an order? How do I... It's really difficult to figure out where little things are. And I think maybe that's where the gap is. Because it's like, at first, it was prettiness first over functionality, and then that didn't work. So watu wakachange, wakona let's try functionality first. And then pia hiyo haikuwork. So for me, I strike that balance. I make sure that balance is there.
Now, awesome. That's you as a designer. So let's put you in a user shoe or perspective. The apps you've approached, the websites you've approached, gani zimeku interest locally, internationally, and also nini ilifanya like ikaku attract? The first thing uliona, was it prettiness ama ease of use?
Prettiness. For me, prettiness, I want to look at something nice. Kitani grasp. And then there's this perception that someone has. When something looks pretty, it looks nice, you tend to trust it more than something that doesn't look very nice. Until you start using it, and maybe you're like, okay, maybe they could do better with the UX, but I like how it looks like. I agree.
Prettiness in most things, in most products, not only digital products. Even if you look at cars, kuna gari utaona uko like, wow, ama this bike ni supu. But when you get to use it, unaanza kunotice ikona some hiccups. Eventually you'll be like, okay, maybe the next version that rolls out, they might do better. But I like it. And I do agree. Not only you, not only me, but most Kenyans, from my perspective, they look at products in that way, in that manner. It's prettiness first. Alafu wanakuanga so hooked to things that even if you shift a single thing, for example, kama ni website, amezoea button inakuanga at the center, uisongesha the bottom left, ama bottom right, it brings a whole debate around it. So do you feel like iterations are good also in terms of improving products, if they are good, one, and two, should iterations be based off what users are already used to and they're just complaining, or from a business standpoint where a business is remodeling exactly just how they want to function to improve the functionality of their product? Where do you base the two? Like, do you prefer it should be like user based I'm a business based, because you may notice the reason why I'm saying this is, for example, recently the new My Safaricom One app, when it rolled out, unfortunately most of us, we were complaining so much about it. It's something new. There used to be M-Pesa and there used to be Safaricom app. Now combining the two brought a whole new learning curve, mental models of how to approach and how to use it. How do you send money? How do I buy airtime? User kind of things. Kenyans wako hivyo. So to feed this market the way they are, should like designers just stick to what is already working and improving it, ama tunaamka siku moja tuna change?
Fanya an overhaul.
Yeah.
I think most of that should be informed by research.
Yeah.
In as much as we have the business goals and the users, for me, I feel like combining the two is a sweet spot.
Yeah.
Because sometimes users can tell you something that will not make sense for you in business.
True.
And vice versa. No. So I feel like trying your best to strike that balance might be the best approach. And sometimes maybe you might really try to strike that balance, and in business it won't make sense. Then now you have to burn that bridge. You're like, you know what, we're going to do an overhaul because at the end of the day we need to make money. We need to do what we need to do. Yeah. And I feel like in situations like that, the best thing should be perhaps to roll out slowly. Don't bombard your users. Boom. You can just take them slow. You can even try and explain, even using a joke or an ad, why certain things look a certain way, why some things are changing, just so you can let them in slowly. Because now the opposite will give you a backlash. Well, of course, sometimes you can use backlash positively to create more traffic towards yourself. So it depends with how you are looking at this thing. So if you don't mind the backlash, go ahead and change the whole thing. But if you really genuinely want to put your users at the center of something, and you have to make a business decision, then let them come in slowly.
Totally agree with you. I've been privileged to be in a space where I'm the bridge between the users and the business. So the solution versus the business. And living in a fast-paced world where we are right now, where you can actually build a solution using just Claude AI. I'll also defend sort of like the business side a bit, because sometimes we are trying out solutions. So, yani, kuwa tuna a bit of sympathy for us to some, because this is a new solution. You're just trying to roll it out. To test it to see if it works or not. But sometimes you find that there are projects that you spend months and months. For example, where I'm at right now, there are features that we've worked on since December, but they've never shipped. Because every time things are shifting fast. So if you keep on perfecting it in your ship, sometimes we're in a space where you are wasting money and resources and time. Those three things should never be wasted. So at the era where we are, I will urge most users to just sympathize with most businesses to let them just test it out, or roll out as quick as they can, waone kama iko na value, and they come back and iterate. But the backlash is understandable. It's very, people are so used to how things function that even recently I've seen the rant on LinkedIn, especially LinkedIn, about Spotify changing the icon from the normal one to the anniversary. They were just celebrating the anniversary, the disco one. Then they will, get back to. But there's a whole conversation around it, that even led me to even posting something about it, So in a way, this is the space I'm sharing, but feel free to share your opinion. Like, acha tuelewe tu hawa watu sometimes. They're trying some different few things to channel your icon. They were just having fun also. But when it comes to a real product, say we are moving so fast. AI, whatever we were building in months,
AI can do it
in 1 or 2 days. So it's also easier for them to ship it out quickly and test it out. So give them your sympathy, empathy, or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sawa.
And we're also in the space of AI. Hatufai kusahau hiyo kitu na yet. In the space of AI, UX is still an important aspect of a product. But unfortunately, many businesses are trying to cut on resources and they're employing AIs to do certain things that are human-centric. And based off on how our users, especially Kenyans, are used to a certain way things work, what's your opinion about it? Should the industry totally just shift to using that and cut down on time and cost? Or that should just remain a human-centric space, UX?
I feel like using AI honestly makes you work faster. But now you need some level of expertise in terms of being able to give that UI context and you leading it versus it leading you. Should be the one leading it. So if it generates something, for example, you give it a prompt and it generates something, it's for you to judge if this UX is proper, right? Does this work? Is this good? If it's not, you should be the one to know where the tweaks are. Yeah? So you cannot entirely fully depend on it to do UI and UX, but you could be the one to tell it what to do and why. And I think that's the best way to utilize AI. Yeah, because I think I've used it for the most part of this year to design, and that's what I've realized. Well, you think you're the one depending on it, it's the one depending on you. To tell it what to do and why, and at least it's a good servant. So it listens to you. So it shouldn't just prompt things and just ship them just because AI gave it to you. And I agree with you, but I'll throw this in where we humans are so used to convenience so much that hatutakangi kuput our brain to work. Like there's stairs, there's lift, unaenda first floor. People always take the lift. And as humans, we are so inclined to that, that when you bring that kind of thinking behind this industry of UX or whichever industry, you'll find that most people, they won't want to put their minds into work regardless. Lomesema, it depends on us. But sasa watatturn the other way, they depend on it more than it depending on them. Like they will entirely just put prompts out there and anatumia hizi AI tano ku create prompts, akiterate, akifeed the main one just to get work done. We are so into getting work done without much effort from our side, and should be easier. And I tend to argue that what you're saying makes sense, but I don't think most people are gonna align with that. AI imekuja ni kama imechukua brain imeka kando, so you are telling it to act and work on your behalf. In a very easy way for you to do other things or relax. So the danger with that one, it takes the humanity away from products now. It's stealing away the human part of design or these other things that we're trying to do, and eventually it will start feeling empty, or everything will start looking the same. Kama sahi, you can tell when a poster was created by a human, you an AI created that poster.
Nidijua unaenda hapo.
You can tell. So it takes away that human creativity. So I think perhaps, I don't know if we'll start a campaign or what, but we can try to change people's perspective so that they see that this is coming in as an assistant. It shouldn't do the overall job for you. You're the master and not vice versa. I don't know how we're going to achieve that, but for me, that would be the right way to approach this AI situation.
And what if you don't use AI at all? I've been questioning that by the way a lot.
if you don't use it at all.
The most recent days, nikijiuliza, what if I just stick to the traditional ways and I don't use AI totally, like equal authentic from me, my thoughts and how I think? Will that make you stand out?
Yes, it will. Yes, it will in a way, because there's a certain language that AI has. Even when maybe you're doing an interview, a written interview, and you read something that somebody generated from an AI and something somebody wrote by themselves, you can kind of tell the difference. The language is different.
Mnajuanga aje? Mimi kitu nasikianga watu wakisema hivyo. How do you know?
The language is different. I would say the one that is AI based feels so blunt. It doesn't have a soul. It doesn't have soul in it. Does it make sense? But really, it doesn't have soul in it. It just looks like words, just words that do not have any feeling to them. Just put together nice words. But when you look at something that somebody wrote, it has a soul. There's a way they have written that you can tell this person took time to think about this before they wrote it.
I'm still trying to get to that point where I can be able to tell the difference. The only way I can tell differences right now is AI tags. Unajua AI tags? Zile dash flani tunavonga turefu. Yeah. But I'm trying to get to that point. Ama ni sisomi sana.
Labda. But me, I can tell. I think there was a lady who posted about it on Instagram.
Yeah.
She was hiring for someone for digital marketing. And she was saying when she was looking at those CVs and those written interviews, she could tell the person who wrote it by themselves and the other person who used AI, because everybody who used AI, the language was the same.
Okay.
You might be saying different things, but the language you can see is the same. Yeah. Very,
very nice. So to all those people out there wanaogopa AI, it's not coming for us because haina soul. Do you trust Kenyan financial products or systems, digital ones? Do you use them? Because behind the scenes we were talking about it, but now I just want to ask you an open question. Do you trust and do you use them?
No, I don't use them, and no, I don't trust them.
Why? Is it because of security? Is it because of UX? UI? What makes you disregard them and just go the traditional way?
Security. Security, because I've watched people lose actual money while using those apps and whatnot. It may not be like a large number, but the fact that there's a chance that you could lose something valuable is enough for me to stay away from them. And sometimes you can't help but feel like someone is watching. Someone is watching that money movement. Someone is watching all of those things, and you don't know when they're gonna strike. You don't know. So I just skip off. But it has nothing to do with UI or UX. It's just a security thing. Yeah,
that's why I wanted to go next. Do you think UX can improve that and will actually convince you to use them? If a good UX is just put out there. And I'm gonna share my part, but on your end, do you think UX can do a better job and convince you to go back using, or if you didn't go back, to begin using those platforms?
UX, no, I don't think it would. There's anything they can do to make me want to use them. Yeah.
Me, I think it can. Yes, I do use them. At a SDK is the same toolkit and the inaitwaje USSD codes, na feeling kama UX bado ina fail, especially the Safaricom one, to be specific. There's this one that is this *334 for M-Pesa or something. So there's a point where you put your PIN and it's not hidden. Your PIN is actually not hidden. Kama umekaa next to someone, they can actually see the PIN.
Yeah, hata ukibuy airtime na sim toolkit, ukienda kuweka M-Pesa PIN. Right there.
You see.
Yeah.
So is it ignorance ama like these companies, unataka kuniambia kuna like someone who's watching and QAing this thing and seeing actually UX is failing here somewhere because this is password, and kama that's the point, maybe wameona, is it technically, okay, you are not a technical person, but is it technically impossible to implement hiding the password point ukifika kwa point ya password?
I think they don't put so much effort there because they're assuming the pool of people who are using that service is so small compared to the people who are using the apps. So they put, according to me, I think they put more effort on the apps and all these digital products as opposed to this other pool, because they are thinking maybe guys with feature phones are the ones who will mostly use the USSD and the SIM toolkit and whatnot. And most people, maybe 80% of the guys with smartphones will go for their mobile app. And they really don't care, unfortunately, about the small number of people. Yeah.
But I beg to differ. Do you think like hizo feature phone unasema una smartphones gani ni mob Kenya? Mimi naona ni kabambe ndio mob. Because najua si tunaangalia from perspective ya Nairobi. If you go outside Nairobi and other major towns and cities, you'll realize that actually most people wanaishi ushago. Wazae, washosho, nao ndo wanatumia hizo sana. So I think like hao ndio wengi kushinda smartphones users.
The smartphones might be more because you have things like these phones that you pole, what are they called? M-Kopa
and the others.
So they have made the smartphones even more accessible to even the person in a low income household. They just need to pay like 100 shillings per day to keep the phone on. No. So I think maybe there has been a huge campaign to ensure that these smartphones are available even unto the most low income household. So that's why I would think the smartphones are more than the feature phones.
Yeah, okay. That's a valid point. Yeah. But me bado na feel kama the security ya hiyo feature phone nafai kuimprove more than the smartphone, because that's the safest bet you can have.
That they don't care because they're like, you're transacting 100 shillings is going to steal you at 200 shillings. Maybe that's how they think. I don't know.
Yeah. You're right. In some way, they might be thinking like that, or just they are just assuming or ignoring that part.
Yeah.
It's
very likely.
Okay, and also as designers, do you think we are designing for visibility? I'm actually solving problems, because right now there are so many platforms like Dribble, Behance are the main ones that we know. And we are trying to create portfolios and all that. And like, Prettiness will always be fast.
Yeah.
So are we really like driven to design for such things, or are we actually considering the part of solving a problem through UX?
If I'm being very honest, most people are trying to solve a problem, but now they get overwhelmed with the prettiness, because when you compare your design who is trying to do UX versus this other one who is trying to make things pretty, you might tend to feel like yours is inferior to this pretty one.
Yeah.
So for most of my students, for example, when we get to the point where we are doing projects, most of them usually have very nice ideas and very nice solutions for problems they have identified. But the thing that they struggle with most, and the thing that stresses them out the most, is how to make that application pretty. They never even stress about the solution and what works and blah, blah, blah. That is never a problem for them. But making it pretty, that's usually the issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I think tunafaa tu kurudi back to without where UI was not there. Because things were working, Hata kama zilikuwa hectic, developers were creating things and they were working. Interfaces were working.
Yeah.
But hii pressure ya comparison actually is killing real talents. And it's true, comparison inafanyanga unaangalia hivi. Uko like hapana.
Kine inakaa vizuri.
I need to target to aim this or higher.
Yeah.
Na end up in a mess up with the authenticity of what you are creating.
Yeah, even mental health. Like I've seen designers give up just because they've been trying to make something pretty over and over again, and it's not becoming the pretty they have in their heads.
Yeah.
And then they don't know how to make that work. And when they can't make it work, now it stresses you out because you've seen someone else's design somewhere and you keep wondering, how did they achieve that?
Yeah.
So it makes them feel like they're not good enough. And when they feel like that long enough, they give up.
True.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Halik Garden Gala, which is located in Nairobi along Wayaki Way, next to Nairobi School, just before the ABC roundabout, where all your plants and garden accessory needs are met. We specialize in landscaping, indoor, outdoor, and ornamental plants, fruit trees, metallic flower baskets, fiber, clay, and plastic pots, garden ornaments and accessories like wind chimes, garden arcs, benches, bird baths, you name it, just to add that unique artistic charm to your garden. So whether you're starting a home garden, running your office, or even doing it as a hobby, we've got the perfect plant for you to help turn your space into a green haven. We do deliveries countrywide. Visit us today. Let's grow something beautiful.
The other thing about Kenyans is, I don't think sisi ndo tunawafeed so much prettiness. Ama is it whatever they are fed is what they take? Because ukiangalia the systems of government, they are trying recently, they are trying to improve most of them.
Yeah.
But they were functional.
They were working.
They were working. People didn't care.
Yeah.
So how do you strike the two? Do you think like tu ni sisi tuna distress sana? We can just keep these things simple and we move forward with them, ama tuko na pressure ya majuu?
Tuko na pressure ya majuu kwa sababu when something looks pretty, it tends to make you think it's sophisticated. It makes you feel like it's good quality because it looks nice.
Yeah, you tend to trust it even more.
But now maybe if you take that example of the government services, the UX it's not very nice. Before you get that
very nice, it's bad.
So long before you get that service that you're looking for, it's going to take you a minute. But maybe it doesn't feel so heavy because at least it looks nice. At least I'm looking at something nice and it's like I will click until I get what I need. And I think that people are okay with it looking pretty and it's not working so nicely, as opposed to it looking ugly and then it still doesn't work properly.
So hapo hivyo yenyewe ama iko na glitches, iko supu but ina crash.
You unatend ku shoulder like we can forgive that one. But if it's looking bad. So I think most people are all about perception. I think most human beings care more about how it looks more than the core.
Juu hata mimi naangalianga, I usually use this daily parking online portal ya Nairobi County, Nairobi City County. It's very simple actually. Very simple. You just put your number plate there, drop down of where you're parking, chagua method of payment, M-Pesa, Airtel Money, nini, weka namba, kutumia prompt, hivyo umemaliza. But hakuna prettiness hapo, but it's getting the work done.
But what if it was pretty?
If it was pretty, hiyo ingekuwa inani
hata una feel iko safe. Unaona Mecca is very safe.
Kuna hiyo ni uongo. Hapa Nairobi ukipaka hapo nje unajua tu it's your own risk.
Naweza pata kuna rims, kuna side mirror.
Even speaking about parkings, if you see most, by the way, I think is something we need to think about as a business idea. If you look at most parking systems, at a private ones, Like I've also tried using the Iakato ikatawe nitwaje? Holy Family.
Holy Basilica.
Yeah. UX ni mbaya. To be honest. UX ni mbaya, but that thing works. Especially UI kwanza. Acha tuanze na UI. It's not pretty. UX iko hapo, but it works. Which means there's like a gap in how these people are, maybe they are using naitwangaje kitu white labeled. Like you buy software from somewhere and then you brand your own branding, do all that to be yours, to customize that.
Yeah.
But I've tried a couple of them, private ones even. There's that one, kuna ya Kenyatta National Hospital. They're terrible. They're terrible. So I'm talking about this though, to if someone who's really clever out there anze kufikiria on a way to redesign and approach these people with a proposal of a better system.
I think also these people are not willing to spend so much money to pay a designer to make it extremely pretty. And then they pay a developer to sijui do what. Yeah. Then they're like, see, we can take this one, we rebrand, and then so I think in our country, we are not willing to spend money on things that might be important to the user. According to them, they're thinking, let's give them this one, and if we get customers and we're getting money that makes sense, I'm not seeing why you should take this money again and spend it to pay who when you already have clients. So I think that's how most Kenyan businesses think.
I agree. Anyway, let's see. I can look into that. Nione kama naweza tuma ni design kitu safi, nione kama na propose pate ya maziwa
manze.
The digital experience in Kenya in the next 5 years or the rest of the world. Actually, I'm thinking of UI. And if I'm talking about UI, is not user interface, but actually user intelligence. There's AI. We should start thinking about UI, user intelligence. The unfortunate thing with us is we are not developers, but it requires some level of development where a user interface, same in for UII, user interface intelligence, where an interface actually customizes or personalizes itself according to you and your usage. There have been a ton of trials back then where there are platforms yenye ukiingia na mimi niingie
Only the same thing.
Only the same things.
Okay.
But what if we strive towards building now a very intelligent user interface yenye ina adhere to things like anaitwangaje kitu for people like the blind, colorblind. There's accessibility and also just your personal preference. Have you ever thought of something like that?
Yeah, I've thought about it. There is a friend was trying to do something like that, and while we were trying to create that, we realized that human beings, in as much as they fear change, they also want to change. So for example, if you are creating maybe for someone who is at the office, it was like a book, a self-help group, book that was supposed to help creatives and these other people on the other side of the spectrum. And when we were trying to create it, we realized this creative person is trying to come to this other spectrum, and this other one was trying to
go
they were trying to switch. So now it left us in a weird place, because now we wondered, okay, we create for you as a creative, and you feel like you're thriving, and then it gets to a point where you want to shift. So now, do we create it in such a way that it allows you to go through your emotions naturally, and then it shifts with you? And how do we technically actually achieve that from a technical POV? Is it that it gets to a point where we ask you your satisfaction? How do you feel? Do you want to change? You know, or when we are onboarding you, see how some sites when you come like AI sometimes, like Cloud.
Spotify to what?
They ask you,
questions,
what do you like, nini, Evo. Maybe we can do that at the beginning.
Yeah.
And then we can put a timeline for you.
Yeah.
And then we prompt you again.
Yeah.
So we see, do you want to continue with this version?
Yeah.
Or do you want to go to the next version?
Yeah.
So, so human beings are very interesting creatures. There's no cast on stone where you can solve this problem black and white. Yeah.
Everyone is different. And I feel like it's achievable because
it is.
The thing I'm thinking about is when that idea came to me some time back is AI has to, especially the design one, has to do better than what it's doing right now. Because right now it's designing. It's getting better every day, especially the UI.
Yeah.
But it needs to go beyond that.
Yeah.
And actually, we are seeing progress where after designing, especially with new cloud design, you can actually do coding with it again, you see. So it has to be very smart in terms of designing prettiness and UI that makes sense and consistency, because consistency is what is killing, especially in a limit UI AI in designing. So if it can be able to break that limit, your consistency, it will actually be building UIs on the fly in a way that when you're using it, with time, it inaanza kulearn with how you use it. It tracks things like where your eyes are focused on, how you are tapping things, how you're scrolling things. And on the fly, the next time you open the app,
it will give you that experience.
Yeah, it has actually switched a few things. Kama the button was a bit juu, imesongesha chini. Kama there's a column that was thinner, it may expand, you see. And I feel like we'll reach there, but AI first has to be better.
I agree.
And do more than just what it's doing right now in terms of design.
And I think it will get there because AI is learning every day. The more we use it, the more we train it.
Yeah.
So it will get there someday, very soon. But now it will be even more expensive to be able to afford that. Like it will not be accessible as you might imagine. But I know it will get there, but now it won't be for everyone. It's like anyone who can afford to use that level of AI.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I agree what you're saying, but I also want to give you a brighter future. I don't think in the future, AI will be expensive than the way it is right now, because the reason why AI is expensive is because of limitations. It's using more computer power and all that. So if they hack a way of how AI will run without using so much computer power, AI will be cheaper. Yeah. Actually, what is making AI unapewa limits even if you're paying, it's because it's using a lot of power. It's draining computer power.
Yeah.
AI was there before even not even before even computers, but in the time when computers were being invented, AI was there. But the problem was computer power was limiting them at that time to do things they were doing. At that time, the biggest RAM unapata ni kama, I am not being specific with the numbers, but maybe 715 MB.
Yeah, I believe you. I've read about it. I believe you. Yeah, it was a very big computer, but very tiny.
Yeah. So if we keep breaking that limit of computer power, then AI will be cheaper. Even free will be even free. So we will reach there. That's why I'm saying it has to break some limits. One, it has to do better than what it's doing. Two, it has to be cheaper. Cheaper means not in terms of money, but using less resources.
So, sir, with this capitalism situation in the world, do you think the people sitting in high places will allow for that level of communism, such that this thing is, we have discovered a way to make it accessible, and now we are making it accessible, versus they will do their best to make it premium, such that anyone who can afford this level, then you'll access it. But if you can't afford it, then just access this,
so
inferior version.
Also a brighter future for you. We'll be the ones sitting at the higher level.
For me, yes. The dwelling. The dwelling.
So we'll be able to, we'll be the one who will be deciding these things. You see? And we want better we want a better thing for everyone. So si ndo tuta decide. Usijali, tutafika hapo.
Amen.
Yeah, so we are trying to strike a balance as designers. I understand you have like a go-to blueprint yenye ina fit kila mtu. But that's not how we humans work. We have different needs, personalities, passions, evil. So if we can come up with also a smarter UI and experience that customizes to different users, products itakuwa the next level.
That's true.
Itakuwa that's why you see social media. People like social media. Si ati juu wewe na mimi we have the same things. What you watch and what I watch is different.
Very different,
because it's personalizing to taste. So
and also social media is very human centric. It's not machines. So when all of us have more than enough room to do what we feel like doing, now we like it because it gives you room to be a human. It doesn't take that humanity away from you. And I think the problem with AI inafanya the opposite. As time goes by, if you're not careful, it takes away the human from the thing.
The soul.
We start all looking the same.
Agree. So we'll get there eventually. I'm seeing a brighter future where the interfaces are going to be customizable. Not customizable. Right now it's customizable, but it's going to be
even more intelligent.
And intelligent based on your needs.
We'll get there.
So let's see. Maybe sasa Wakenya wataacha kucomplain. Juu wewe ukicomplain button yako ni blue, mi yangu si blue. Okay, I know people will be adhering to their brand also because capitalism ikaenda mahali like you said. Lazima itakuwa. There are people who will be trying to control things. Like subscription has been a thing also, I know. And I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon. So they will be there, but I believe like someone might just come and do something good
with it. Some good will come out of it.
Because if you see things come at Telegram, I know also you can control what people do with your product, but Telegram has been a good messaging app. They don't care about these other companies or competitors, what they are doing. What they do have, nilisikia ni ikona only 30 workers, if I'm not wrong.
What?
And they all work remotely.
Oh, wow. Kama Spotify.
And that guy was amekuwa approached a couple of times auze Telegram. There's another media planet or VLC. Imekuwa open source for the longest time. It's actually free. It's a better media player you can have on your device if you want. You see, those kind of people, they're doing good.
They are.
So also with AI and UII, it will reach that point where someone.
I hope so. I hope so.
Thank you. Anything else uko nayo kuambia our amazing conversationalist?
Usiogope AI. It's not coming for your job as long as umejua kuileverage fiti. Na pia kujiweka out there. I don't know if it's fortunately or unfortunately, we're at a place where it's like the loudest people are the ones that get opportunities, or the people that
It's unfortunate.
So if you want to get to a certain place, there are certain things that are becoming important to do, right? And it can be a difficult thing to do, especially if you don't like putting yourself out there and you prefer to sit behind your laptop and just do the thing that you need to do. But now we have to take life as it comes. So just move with how things are moving. Of course, don't be generic. Personalize it. But then again, you need to do what you need to do to put bread on the table. Legally.
I agree with that. And I'll also just mention something about it. I still stand corrected. If time comes and this thing is still in the air, na itakuwa against what I've said, it's okay. But there have been so many revolution from agrarian to all that. They've come, the changes have affected people, I agree, but they created more opportunity for for people. Yani unapata, so it's with AI, one person can do multiple things, which means this person anaweza fanya so many things. Ini analogy tunatumia. Anaweza fanya so many things at once. Anakuwa more valuable and more money. Now, which means the other things he was doing, maybe at home or others, he'll have to employ other people to do them. So he's also in a way creating employment for others. He's becoming more valuable in one space, that it's giving him or her more power to also do other things.
I would give us an example. So,
okay, for example, this is analogy with where we are right now. Is say I cannot afford to have maybe a house help. I cannot afford to have a shamba boy, a security guard, or anything else. But when I get good with AI, it sharpens my skill that I become more valuable than how I was. That means I'll be getting more money.
Meaning now you can.
They can hire these people and give them an even. I know that's a very low income job, but it's an analogy I'm using right now. We don't know where we'll be in the future. So it's gonna give people, gonna make one person powerful, more valuable, and create other opportunities for others through that.
I think that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. So sasa ni wewe unachagua unataka kukua side gani. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So
watu wasiogope. Jembe ilikuja, watu wakasema ita affect wakulima. Tractors came. But I know this is more fearful because it's an intelligence, can do thing by itself, doesn't require full human intervention. And it does like really quickly. But it's gonna help us in one way or another. I think sasa ni perception, your mindset around it. If you learn how to leverage it quickly, then now you'll be on this good side where you will be the person who can do a lot and provide for other people. Sasa ukistay kwa hiyo space ya kuogopa, you won't even get to use it, you won't leverage, and eventually for sure it will take your job. Agree. Thank you so much for making time. It's been an honor to have you here as always. I'm looking forward to having you with the event that is coming up. 27th June on at Zitech University Ruiru campus. And tunaenda kuongelea mambo mingi. Hii topic haitawaisha. Hii lazima tena tutaguzia. So we look forward to having you there also. I'll be there. Thank you so much. As always, inakuanga fun. We are always together. We challenge each other. We listen to this. Maybe the upcoming designers, they might have interesting points because unaonanga tu kuna tunaweza ambia mzae wako na una make sense in a way hata anaona ina make sense. So si tunaweza kuwa tuko stuck in a very traditional ways of doing things. So let's go and listen to them also. I think you're right. When you listen to young minds that have not been tainted, they're very clean, you know, like they have a very nice perspective. I got clouded by anything, and I like that. I like that blank canvas. So let's go and engage them. We hear from them. Watuambie maujanjez pia si tukue mbele bana. Yes, I agree. Let's do it. Thank you so much, guys, for making time for us also and being part of this conversation. If you find this conversation valuable for you, please like, share, subscribe. Watu watakupata wapi? Unaweza nipata LinkedIn as Marian Mwangi. Then you can get me on Instagram as Marian the UX Girl. Same thing on TikTok, Marian the UX Girl. Awesome. Mmemsikia ni huyo. Yeye ni big wig. Simuone hivi. Thank you. Let's meet the other weekend, your event. And we also do have other things we do that support KDK, and we do sell flowers. Like I said in the beginning, but if you missed, we have Amawa Creatives, and what we do is we sell flowers. Kama hii hapa, you can get this amazing flower weke hapo kando ya kama una work from home, wekele kwa desk, wache kwa kama plastic hapo. Mnataka BBL plastic.
Why am I getting stressed?
Sura plastic. Maua mnataka bado plastic. Come on. Like try kukona yani kitu moja ya nature, which is this one. It's amazing one. It will freshen the air in the house. Plastic hakuna kitu itakusaidia.
At least it's pretty.
Yeah, so wewe unaenda na UI iko pretty, hautaki kuangalia the functionality and benefits of it. No, this one itakusaidia.
Tutachukua hii UX.
Yeah, if you have like a inaitwanga porch ama inaitwangaje?
Yeah.
Hapo nje you can we also have landscaping, all that. Kuna maua mingi. We have a place that will be shown in your screen, and this is a very small part of it. So reach out to us if you're interested, and you'll get to learn more, and tutakutumia expert akuja ku advise on what you need to have, and we'll send you flowers your way. Usingoje ukufe maua. Thank you so much, guys. Let's catch up in the next episode. Bye.